The neighbor had some fencing that was falling over, and well, I don't really like fencing. I told them I'd help them. This was the rotten post here, closer, was the post that their gate was hung on. The other post that was sharpened and pounded into the ground was what was supporting the gate post. This post was the other side of the gate. I thought that they had just had posts into the dirt that had rotted at ground level. Then come to find out, I don't know if you can see in that hole, they had concrete inside the holes that I'm having to dig out. Had to take a downspout partially off the house because it goes up to the house. This one here, the concrete is all the way to this area where my foot is, over a foot away from the post, so it's going to be a real big hole. Not only do I have to dig out the existing concrete, I'm going to have to put sonotubes in and backfill around them because it's not worth putting a few hundred pounds of concrete in there. Going to do it right. So we'll keep going on this project and letting you know what's up. Bought these brand new clamshell post hole diggers with over 6-inch wide point spread, thinking that that would be the way to take out the old rotted posts that were in the ground. Then when I found the concrete, kind of got discouraged because I have to dig with a shovel. Well, find it easier to get the dirt out of the hole using these wonderful tools. Here, we're going to flip it up so that American made, 100% Foley tools. Well, I'm back to it. Just thought I'd share that. Well, I found out why this concrete's so big here. I don't know how old this house is, but about 4 inches from the corner of the old post is another old post, also rotted off because the concrete is below ground. So whoever did this before didn't do it right. I guess it's a good thing that I believe in doing a good job and doing it right, because it will be done right next time, or this time. Just more digging for me. Well, I decided to work smarter than harder. Went and picked me up a digging bar. Interesting thing, I don't know if it's visible or not. Right there, somebody's replaced gloss paint over matte paint. Somebody took back, and I bought it without. Got a little bend going the wrong way, side to side rather than front to back, but it's doing the job. It's making the job a lot faster. I just realized I've also got a square nose shovel that's not here. But 2 more things and I'd be able to dig a foundation for a house. And those 2 things are a wheelbarrow and the property to dig it. But this hole is definitely getting down there further. I believe I'm actually to the bottom of the concrete on this one. It's kind of a cone shape. This one I haven't cleared out yet, but you can see the 2 pieces of concrete side by side with that old post there at the top. This one I've found both sides of the concrete, but I haven't got it cleared yet. I've got a wire here. I think it's a control wire for the sprinklers, and it's actually going up over the roof instead of in the ground. And I've also got a sprinkler line there. I might have to cut that. We'll see how it goes, but still working. Well, the concrete broke loose in one of them. One piece already broke off from right there against that post. I'm going to use a sledge to try and make it smaller so I don't have to lift it out of that hole. No point hurting myself. Just still at it. See where the post was at one time. I think whoever did this did dry concrete in the hole. That's the post, what's left of it. It's pretty bad shape. The concrete took a couple hits and broke, but one part had already broken as soon as I got it to break free from the hole. Now I've got to finish digging the hole out so I can put the sonotube in and do the next post. But we're getting there slowly. This hole is going to be fun. Right up against the foundation of the house and with a sprinkler pipe right alongside of it as well. Might have to move the sprinkler pipe. This one, yeah, it's kind of hard to see with the lighting, but it's going to be a major pain. I still haven't taken the fence off that one, but that's probably where I'm going to go next. Alongside the house will probably be the last one I do, just because I hate bashing my knuckles on that brick. I'm back. Still a little too much in the sun there for my liking. So I went over to the house side and figured I'd have to break up that concrete to avoid that sprinkler line right there. So I started hitting it with the bar a little bit, and it's breaking up pretty nice. I think I'm going to have to use a smaller sonotube here because the overrun from when they did the pad for this house, it's not going to let me get right up next to the foundation. But an 8-inch will fit in there, a 10 won't. So going to keep digging, go back at it. Well, I figured there was about a 10% chance that I'd miss that. So Murphy's Law is holding true. I hit it. However, the concrete's breaking out nicely. Might have to take a sledge to it. It's not seeming to break. There's more on that other side. But we're getting there. And we're getting shadow over here, so can move over there. I've got about 2 hours before I have to head towards Home Depot, since they close at 9. It's about, actually I've got about 3 hours. It's only a little after 5, so head over about 8. That way I can get shopping done before they close. It's about a 25-minute drive.
Never know what's going to happen. If all goes well, maybe I'll get up that neck of the... Yeah, because they had a whole bunch of, trucks and people who were going to go in and work. Because they said we were the last ward, and when the middle ward was there, things started flapping, popping, and snapping. And they sent everybody home. And told us not to come. So, yeah. Anyway, that's really good.
Well, I got all the concrete out. I don't even know what time it is, 6, 7-ish. Had to put up a temporary barricade because she has a dog. It's a Chihuahua, so I'm not worried about her crawling through these holes. Just some scrap wood I had. Moved just a little bit of dirt. Still have to move some more, but we're getting there. Back to... Well, that's the concrete that I took out. We have some 2x here that are left over from another project. I'm going to repurpose them. But that's the concrete that I took out from 3 posts. Got to run to Home Depot, pick up some sonotubes, some concrete so I can reset these posts. I didn't dig the dirt out real well. I just wanted to get the concrete out for tonight so I can start fresh tomorrow. Get those posts set so we can go on from there. Have a good... Well, so far I've got 1 post in. I kind of cheated. I wedged up the panel with that paver before I took out the post so it would stay I've got the post in plumb, and I used a clamp before I, pardon me, I actually used 3 clamps. There's only one there still. Before I set it. Now I've just got to get screws in it and get that panel attached to that. I'm going to leave that paver under it because the mud will take a while to cure. I got to finish getting it filled in, and then I got to move over here and open this hole up further so that I can put the next post in. And then got to go over there. Hopefully I can get the post all set today. Keep you posted. Well, I've got the next section in. Got it propped up so it'll stay. Got half the sonotube filled, but I'm going to get some dinner. Still have to dig out this hole. I need to line up so I know where to put it. This one got a little bit off center, but still enough to get mud all the way around it. And I mud underneath, so I'm going to grab some food, and I'll come back and get this last post set so that I can call it a night. Not have to play with concrete again. Got the mud poured. Got most of the dirt around the sonotubes. Still need to tamp this one a little bit. Got to fix the sprinkler pipe on this one and finish tamping it. But leaving everything propped up. Give it 36 or 48 hours before I do anything else. I'll pick up some sprinkler pipe to fix that wonderful gap there. Maybe before I do the other, but can't hang the gate till the concrete's set. We'll get back to it when we get back to it. It's Thursday evening. Yesterday I had to mow the lawn, so I didn't get over here. And this morning I had an appointment. Had to be up at 6 to get to that. But finally back to this. And I'm actually trying something. If it doesn't work, I left enough pipe that I can cut it out and try again. Doing sprinklers. The problem is that most of the time you have to dig up either a whole bunch of pipe or you got to use one of those telescoping fittings. I'm just holding this so the glue will set now. What I intend to do is kind of make in PVC what they do in copper that's called a repair coupler. Gonna see if it's gonna work. I sanded out the stop inside the coupler. Now I'm gonna see if I can get it to slip over the other pipe. I've marked it, so there's my stop point. I think it worked. Maybe not the best tool, tapping on some channel locks with a hammer to get it to go on. But it's a lot cheaper than those slip fix fittings. And it should hold just fine. I just need to make sure that the glue is set. The sprinklers are set to come on in the morning, so the glue should be well set by then. I'm actually doing this what somebody that I worked with at one point called a patch. Not exactly what I call the way to glue a fitting, but it's already got glue on the inside. Why not add some to the outside? I actually made this 2 nights ago, and or night before last, I guess. And yesterday, like I said, had to do the lawn and couldn't get to it. But there's that done. Here's what we're looking at. There's the fence. There's the gate over there. There's the gate post. I'm going to let that PVC glue continue to dry, and then I'm going to start backfilling the hole. Move my board out of the way, put that there so my knees didn't get hurt. We'll get back to it and keep you. Well, we got everything backfilled. Turns the sprinklers back on. I've just got some tools wedged up against the board here to keep it until the sprinklers tamp the rest of that dirt down tomorrow. I'm not going to hang the gate tonight. I didn't bring my tools over, so I'm not prepared. But so far, it's actually not looking too bad. So hopefully one more trip, another 2 or 3 hours to make sure that gate's good, that the dirt's put back in, and we should be done with this. Well, the gate's hung. Need to do some excavating. The pavers aren't quite level. Need to level them a little bit. Problem I'm having is the gate's real heavy, and it's pulling the post away from the house, so it's not holding to keep it up. And I forgot, when I took this out, there was a spacer that I had to replace. So it's just got a piece of 2x in there. But gate latch, gate hardware. I still need to do a few minor things, tamping a little bit, and I've got to sand the edge of the gate. I had to trim it at a bevel so that it would go in, but you know, like a door, they cut them at a 5 degree. Well, that's what I had to do to the gate. But other than a few minor details, the gate is hung, the fence is done, and we're going to go from there. One more job finished, minus the sanding I've got to do on that. I had to buy a belt sander to do the gate. Say this is the post. The gate, this is exaggerated, but the gate does kind of like, oh, can you even see the lines? Somewhat that bowed look. And well, the belt sander did a fine job. I had to buy one because I really don't like one. I had to sand a deck when I was younger, 1,200 feet or so, and I hated it. It's not a bad sander. It's a Craftsman. They don't make their own tools, but they do have a good warranty on them. The only thing is they've got this new, instead of a dust bag, they have a dust box. Let's see if I can get the light better here. Well, while I was sanding, and I'm sanding a vertical surface, the dust box literally flew off the cap. And the filter, because it was full, blew off with it. It says right in the instructions, no more than half full. I was only a quarter full. I'm not real pleased with this. The only thing that I am pleased with is the fact that it does, being a belt sander, take a lot of material off. And so now it's a lot less pronounced curve, so the gate will close. So that's the end of the fence project. I'm going to get these all downloaded to the computer and compile them and make a video. Hey, stay fun and be safe. Oh yeah, stay safe and have